Good morning. It's July 23rd and it's about 5 minutes to 6, so sun rises in a few minutes and we're just starting to head up Farmington Canyon. It's a narrow road. You need to go at your own risk. It's probably a half an hour drive at least to get to the trailhead. We're heading up to the radar towers or Francis Peak, and then we're going to hike over to Thurston Peak. About 1,990 feet of ascent and descent on this hike. It's about 3.75 miles. So here we go. Here comes a car down the trail right now. We're here early in the morning so we can get going before it gets warm today. It's 100-degree weather in the valley. We're going up this narrow road. It can be problematic if somebody's coming down. There's some wider spots and some narrow spots, so you might have to negotiate where you pass each other as you're going up and down this road. Still got 6 more miles up this road to the trailhead. Plugging along nice and easy. Alright, we come to a junction here. To the right is Bountiful Peak, Campground, Skyline Drive, and to the left is Francis Peak Road. So we're going to keep moving this way. Getting up here on top. Beautiful. There's a Bountiful Peak over there somewhere, one of those peaks. Now you can see out in the valley there, the canyon we just came up. There's the radar towers up here in Farmington Peak. So we're almost to the trailhead here. Alright, we're continuing up this road. We've got the radar towers over to the right and a communication tower up there. We lost our GPS coordinates directions. And so we're just winging it right now on where to go. We got these big giant orange stakes showing where the road is. It's pretty deep in snow in the winter. Not exactly sure what they do up here in the winter, if they keep this road clear some way or another. Alright, we've come to the end of the road, I believe, and we're just going to park here on the side. There's nobody else here. Looking down into the Morgan, the sun's coming up. Not up here quite early enough to catch the sunrise. There is a road over here to the right that I'm not going to take, and the gate up here is closed to go up to the peak there. So we're just going to hike up there. It doesn't say anything about no trespassing or anything. And then you got a view of the valley here. There's Ferry Peak and the Great Salt Lake that's drying up. It's hardly even there right now between here and Ferry Peak. Prairie Peak. There's a little chance of thunderstorms and rain, so we'll have to be watching that. Okay, well, there didn't appear to be a lock on the gate. Looked like you might be able to open it, but I'm just hiking up anyway. This isn't the official start of the hike, according to All Trails, but we'll just do this. right, as we come up this mountain, I can see Prairie Peak way over there and the trail along the west side of the ridge. And then it goes over to the east side. And we're getting close to the radar stations up here. All right, here I am on Francis Peak. We've hiked up from 9,200 feet up to here. And now we're gonna head down and across and get to Thurston Peak, which is way over there. 700-foot climb at the end, but we're gonna be going up and down, up and down. So it's gonna be a little bit of a hike, and there's some water puddles still there. But here's the radar stations. Big black one here. You don't see that very easily, but you do see the white one when you're down in the valley. No cars up here or nothing like that. Don't know if anybody actually is up here other than maintenance once in a while. All right, well, let's get hiking. Rocky going down. Absolutely beautiful right now along this trail. All right, looking back at Francis Peak, we're going down, so we're going to get a lot of rises and falls. Our initial hike will be over to Thurston Peak, and then we'll hike back to Francis Peak and get 2 peaks in today. Coming to a split in the road. There's a trail this way, a road, and there's 260 this way. So we're going to take 260 to the left here and head on the west side of this ridge. Get a little cloud cover, a little chance of thunderstorms this morning, but they go away. So we'll watch for lightning or anything like that. All right, we've been hiking for a while. We're down a low spot. We're gonna hike up a little bit and go down, and then we're gonna hike up again. But so far this morning's been great. It was 70 degrees when I left my home in South Weber, and 55 degrees when I got out of my car at the start of the trail. It's nice and cool over here on the west side of this ridge. I suspect it's gonna get a little warm today. I'm wearing my hiking shirt, hoodie, and long sleeves, so when the sun does get out, it's hiking in this cool weather. The trail is a wide trail. It's a vehicle trail, 4-wheel drive. So the trail's nice and wide. I just passed 4 runners coming back from this direction. Driving up, I passed a couple guys way down low that were riding their bikes up.
I also passed a guy that was running down the trail, or down the road, quite a ways down. Anyway, it's nice and cool, a little rocky, and the flowers are out and they're beautiful still. It's not like it's too late in the year to enjoy the wildflowers at this elevation, 400 feet. And this is an interesting hike in that you're not going up all the time, but you're going down and then up and then down. But there is some good climbs to get up to Thurston Peak, and there's some good climbs when coming back to get up to Francis Peak. So we're getting 2,000 feet of elevation gain and 2,000 feet of ascension. And I'm looking out. We do have a few clouds. Looking back towards the radar stations, I see a kind of a switchback deal down here in this little valley. I don't know what that is. They certainly had to get electricity up here to run these things. Not exactly sure where that is, but I see a lot of cables. I see a cable in this trail right here. I don't see it now, but there is some antenna stations up here. It might have gone up the other way to the right that I didn't go. Anyway, the valley's beautiful down there. It's still somewhat shaded from the mountains, so it's early morning, and I can see Prairie Peak. Prairie Peak is in the sun now, and there's some clouds shading the valley just a little bit. And again, the Great Salt Lake is way down. Coming around the bend here, we can see another peak. That is not the peak we're going to, but man, you got this valley right here. Just this beautiful valley. I don't know, there's probably a trail up it. Pretty steep coming up that, but just got a ridge over here on the left and ridge over there, but what a beautiful valley that is. And we might be, I'm not sure where the trail is. Oh, I can see it over there. Looks like we're staying on the west side here. Not sure if it goes over to the other side without looking at my map. Had a nice wide trail to this point, like a vehicle could make it, but all of a sudden, right here, we're back on single lane trail here from now on, looks like. Nice single lane trail here, almost grown over. Don't know how well it's used. Glad I have my bells on my poles. Gives me a little noise to wake up the rattlesnakes if there are any. Yeah, the trail's kind of overgrown a little bit, but nice and thick, and beautiful view down towards the city. Syracuse out there and Hillfield, and we continue on. We're about an hour out now, I believe. We've gone 2.1 miles in an hour and 7 minutes, so we're at 2.3 miles per hour hiking. Not bad for an old man. Okay, we're at the top of this valley here that goes down, just looking at my Garmin watch, which is one of the things I use. I downloaded a course from All Trails, and I've loaded it on my Garmin watch, and I'm in the green, and I got to do the blue up to Thurston Peak and then back to Francis Peak. Great to have a Garmin watch and a trail to follow. Also, I'm hiking with bells on my poles, so I'm making a lot of noise because I don't have somebody to talk to. It's nice to have some noise to keep the snakes away. Never see any snakes, so I'm thinking the bells are working really good. All right, let's keep on going. Got a little bit of climb here. Heading towards, I don't know, the saddle of this or something. Might go on the other side of this peak, I can't remember. We'll see what happens when we get up here. Yellow Indian paintbrush. What a beautiful sight. Something I never see. What a fun trail. Here's some more yellow on it. But those ones are completely yellow. How fun. All right, let's take a look back a little bit down the trail. Oh my goodness, way over there you can see the tower. So we've come down a lot and climbed up a lot, but that's our goal when we get through with Thurston Peak. It's to hike up to that peak. And we've run across so much Indian paintbrush. Ran across some yellow ones. I've never seen complete yellow Indian paintbrush that I recall. This trail's pretty cut out, so somebody must be coming up here once in a while. Kind of going up the gully, probably has been washed out by water, rainfall, snow melt, such. Up here, and we can see over towards Morgan, the sun's coming up, and up here is Snow Ridge,
and Snow Peak, I guess, maybe just a ridge, but we're gonna head up here and then we're gonna be able to see Thurston Peak, which will be our last peak to climb going this way. All right, I just checked my Govee Home Bluetooth thermometer and it's 64 degrees, so it's gone up 10 degrees so far. Not bad. As we come around the east side of the Snow Horse Ridge. We're coming around here and we can see the next hill we have to go around, but there's Thurston Peak. So when we get to the bottom of that, we got a 700-foot incline, or 700-foot rise that we have to head up. I'm not sure what percentage the incline is, but that's our goal, to get over there and then get back. Amazing valley heading down towards Morgan County. Just absolutely beautiful right up in here. I'm surprised I don't see an elk or two or a moose. Just so beautiful. Meadow right there. We're gonna hike along this ridge and over there somewhere, probably stay low till we get down to the bottom of the next bit draw, and then head up to Thurston Peak. Amazing view of Davis County you get along this ridge. Okay, we're staying down low. We're not heading up to that peak there. We're staying on the east side of this, on the Morgan side. We got nice southerly winds blowing to cool things off. We got a view of Morgan area, Morgan County, Peterson or something like that. Just such a beautiful day. We got cloud cover, keeping things nice and cool. If you can come up here on a cool day like this, amazing. Okay, once again, we're on the west side of this ridge, and when we come down here, we're gonna move over to the left side and maybe start our ascent to Thurston Peak. But first, we're gonna go down low, and then we're gonna go climb 700 feet. All right, we're at the 9,022 feet elevation. Time of day is 8:51. It says we've gone 3.63 miles and we have 4.59 more miles to go. My ETA has gone from 10:30 to 11:01. So we're losing time. Now, a couple years ago, I came up this valley somewhere. I started at Hobbs Creek, sort of Highway 193 in East Layton, and I came maybe across there or somewhere, and I was just up here somewhere. I thought I just have a little further to go. Not really sure where the trail is over there, but I ran into a couple rattlesnakes and I didn't have phone contact and didn't tell anybody where I was going, so I turned around and went back down, and I didn't make it up to the top. So today I'm gonna finish that hike, and there's the top right up there.
we're at the 2-hour mark where we're starting our ascent here. So 2 hours. See how long it takes to get up to the top there. But there we go. And it could be a clear day going back because there's not much clouds out west. There's a trail around here somewhere, not going right up the ridge though. I better check my map because I'm kind of over here and I don't want to miss a trail. I started going down this way from this spot here. I checked my old trails. Actually, you have to veer off the trail to get up to the peak. Didn't see much of any trails over here, so we're just gonna kind of look for whatever. Oh, there's a cairn. Somebody's made a couple cairns here. A little bit of a trail. There's one cairn. And here's another one. So I think we're on the right trail. Okay, I'm at 95.27. I think I started at 90.20, so I got to go 700 feet. So I only got 200 more feet up to get there. Sun's starting to break a little bit. When I get up there, it's gonna be sunny and beautiful. Amazing day. And we can see the new ski resort, the private ski resort, just over the ridge here. And of course Peterson and Morgan County. All right, I made it. Wasn't easy. I kind of got off trail. Should have keep track of the track with all trails, but I made it. Oh. And here's a monument elevation 9706. Oh, and looking across, there's a ski lift up at the top of that ridge. Crazy. You take that ski lift up and hike over here and back. All right, we had our lunch and took some pictures with our flag for Thurston Peak. Tried to fly my drone up here, but it's not letting me fly. It says no available places to fly. I don't know if it has to do with we're up here by the radar towers, or we're over the hill field, or we're just too high in the mountains. But we weren't able to fly our drone today, and it's such a beautiful day to fly it, so we'll try it again somewhere else, maybe down at the trailhead. Another way, we're gonna head on down. It's 10:15. See how long says we got 3.91 miles back. We've gone 4.33. Estimated time of arrival 12:22. We'll see if we can get it there by 1. All right, I'm going to read this. Thurston Peak. Thomas J. Thurston, 1805 to 1885. That's an interesting birth date, 1805. Named in honor of Thomas Jefferson Thurston, a Centerville resident who viewed the Virgin Valley of Morgan from the summit of the mountains in 1852 and recognized its potential for colonization. Realizing its disadvantage was its inaccessibility. In 1855, Thurston influenced others to assist him to carve a passable wagon road through Weber Canyon. He was among the first to settle in Morgan Valley and is acknowledged for bringing about its colonization. This was erected September 6, 1993. Morgan County Historical Society, Morgan County Commissioners, Davis County Commissioners. Wow. And he saw this valley in 1855, and they found a way to get through Weber Canyon that the pioneers couldn't get through when they originally came out here. And look at that valley, how beautiful it is now. Beautiful day up here on Thurston Peak. You can see Antelope Drive going out to Antelope Island. And you can see the Great Salt Lake, how dry it is. And then you see Weber River and I-84 down there.